There we go. First of all, welcome to webinar 2 of my ecom course. So far, we've done one webinar and 2 short videos have come out on different subjects, how to choose a niche and how to become a market master in the niche. Today, after this webinar, sometime today I'll be talking about how to choose the right domain name. It's not as simple as just going out and picking on the domain. You really need to think deeply about it and get it done right. But today we're going to talk about product development and research. We're going to talk about both dropshipping and print on demand. One reason why I'm going to talk about dropshipping is, let me talk a little bit about dropshipping first here. We'll go in the dropshipping first, and then we'll talk about print on demand next. I'm not a huge believer in dropshipping as a long-term business model, which is, I think, as who have been following me or working with me in the past know that I basically stopped dropshipping. I'm only doing 100% print on demand. That said, I do think that dropshipping is a great opportunity for, especially for someone who's struggling to make money and is just getting started in their business. The benefit of dropshipping is you obviously have to do less research to find winning products. Can you guys hear me for a second? Yep, good. Okay, good. It requires less creativity than print on demand does. Okay, so that's one advantage of it. And number two, because most of these products are coming from China, the markups are quite nice. I mean, you can really make more profit per sale than you can generally do with print on demand. Now, there are some print on demand products that I sell for a good profit per unit sell, but I would say on average, if you ask me which one is more profitable per unit sold, it's dropshipping over print on demand. With print on demand, I have to sell a large volume to really make good profit. The disadvantage of dropshipping, just to give you guys the balance, so the advantages were, go ahead and I'll write this down here. The advantages are good profit and less creativity necessary. Less creativity necessary. The disadvantages are no control, no product control. So you have literally no control of your product. I mean, when I was drop shipping, especially during Christmas, we literally ran out of stock on some products, and we had to run to get some new suppliers, and it was really frustrating because what happened there is because we don't work with drop shipping companies. These tend to be people from China, and they work with many different people, and they're less upfront about the quantity of products that they have over print on demand companies in the United States. So you have a lot less control. I mean, I can really communicate with my print on demand suppliers. I know how much product we have available, whereas with China it's a lot tougher. Quality is all over the map. All over the map. Even for good suppliers, it can be inconsistent and very slow shipping times. Slow shipping and ugly packaging. Okay, so for these reasons, I don't really recommend dropshipping as a long-term business solution if you want to build a brand. That said, I want to make it clear that dropshipping can be good if you just want to make money, or if you're just starting out and you want to test the marketplace. Absolutely, dropshipping is good, and you can make some serious cash. So let's talk about how to search for winning dropship items. First of all, what sites do I recommend to dropship from? Okay, but you guys are wondering if we're going to get in the print on demand. We are going to go that into detail here in great detail in a second, because print on demand is actually my recommendation. But I want to set up people for dropshipping so they at least understand it. They can do it if necessary, if they want to. Okay, eBay, Etsy, and AliExpress are the 3 sites I think are best for dropshipping. eBay and AliExpress because they're China-related stuff. Etsy's a little bit different. Etsy's mostly American suppliers who are getting their stuff from China, but they're actually holding it in their home and in America. And I found that when we were doing a lot of dropshipping, that was great for us. Number one, we could find some more original products than AliExpress. More original, and faster shipping. The only thing that downside was limited supplies. So a lot of these people, they're housewives working at home, and they bring in 100 units from China or 200 units from China, and they just can't handle massive volume. So still, we had a lot of success selling stuff from Etsy, so I recommend that check out that site. Now, let's talk about how to research for winners, because I'm going to recommend some methods that I know that other people are not recommending. And I think this is really actually good for you to go there. You can see my screen, right? You can see my screen? Confirm you can see my screen because we're going to dig into eBay right now. Yep, can you see my screen, guys? Confirm you can see my screen? Yep, good. Okay. We're going to talk about email, eBay, and how to do research. And this is the way I recommend you guys do research for dropship products. You're going to find that my methods are different than what's being taught in the marketplace. First, let me tell you what I don't want you to do. I think this is a big mistake. Okay? You guys have all heard of this website, watchcount.com. Okay? Let me go ahead and change it to country to United States here. Well, let me change here. Change country below. There we go. Okay. I haven't used this website for a very long time. Okay, so anyway, let me explain to you what happens with WatchCount. A lot of people are teaching this and they're using this website, and I'm going to explain to you why I think this is a very bad idea. Okay, in a second here. Let's just type in photography necklace. Okay, show me most popular items. Okay, so what WatchCount does here, guys, it shows you the most popular selling items on eBay in a given category, and if they're popular on eBay, they're probably popular on AliExpress. But why? Just out of curiosity, I want to see if you guys can guess. Why do you think I think this is a bad idea to use this website? See if anyone can figure out where I'm going with this. So I think that even though everyone else is teaching and doing this and going to this website, I think this is actually a bad idea. Anyone figure out and guess why I think this is a bad idea? Any guesses? Can anyone guess why I think this is a bad idea? One guess is different traffic type of audience. Nope. Bryce is right. Everyone is doing this. Every single person, their brother, uncle, monkey selling online is going to WatchCount and looking up stuff on WatchCount. So how unique are your products going to be? Whether you're doing print on demand or doing drop shipping, there's a common thread that I'm going to teach you in this webinar, and you just talk about over and over and over again, and that is to really be successful with paid ads on Facebook, you need to have good products and ideally unique products. Okay, you can still win if you have a big following and a big fan page and good advertising with products that have competition, but you're much better off and you have better chance of success if you're not doing what everyone else is doing. Okay, so WatchCount, I think, is setting you up for failure, not success. People use this because it's a crutch, right? It goes in and gives you the most popular items, and therefore they use it. So I'm going to recommend don't use WatchCount. So let's go back to eBay and let's type in photography necklace, since we're talking about that right now. Photography necklace. Okay. Search. All right. Now, let's talk about what the competition is doing. First of all, you want to do buy it now. You don't want to do auction, okay? Because auction, you could lose that product or the price could change. You need to know what your costs are, right? Okay? So there's two things here that are the most common way of searching, and I'm going to recommend you don't do these. Number one is this here, best match, right? And then it will literally list it right here, one at a time, right? Okay, for some reason it's going to eBay Australia, I think. Weird. Okay, but anyway, for the point of this lesson, it doesn't matter if we're using eBay Australia or eBay United States or whatever, right? The lessons are still the same. So people are looking on the best match, and they're going to come in here and they're going to look on page 1. Then they'll probably go to page 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so forth. And so they're probably going to go to the page 1, 2, and 3, right? Page 1, 2, and 3. That's all they're going to do. For example, if they go to AliExpress here, put AliExpress. Okay? We'll do that again. Photography necklace. Okay. So what are most people going to do? They're going to look here under the best matches, and they're going to look here at page 1. They may, some people who really dig deep, they may go here to page 2, and they may go as far as page 3. Okay? Well, guys, back in 2015, I did 30,000 orders drop shipping from China. Okay? And we had 2 big sellers. One sold 17,000, another sold 7,000. Do you think we found those big sellers on page 1, 2, and 3 of the search that we did for a particular product type on AliExpress or eBay? Do you think that's where those came from? No. The answer is no, obviously, because I'm asking the question. So what is it that we did differently that allows us to have success? What is it that we did differently that allowed us to sell 17,000 of one product and 7,000 of another one? And then we had a few other good sellers, but we had to actually test a lot of products to get there. I think we tested 50, 60, 70 products. But what is it that we did that allowed us to go and do that? Well, we did a couple things. Number one is just plain and simply good old-fashioned digging deep. So dig deep, okay? Dig deep. So literally what I would do here, myself, personally, is I would come in here and I look through every single page, okay? I went all the way down to page, whatever, 7. If there's 20 or 30 pages, I would go through every single page. And I was deliberately looking at stuff not on the top 3 pages, okay? Looking at stuff not on the top 3 pages. Looking for stuff not on the top 3 pages. Now, here's the problem with this, guys. There's a big problem. Big problem. Big problem. If they're not on the top 3 pages, that means they're not good sellers. Okay? That means they're not big sellers, right? But does anyone know how someone ends up in the top of the search ranks for AliExpress or eBay? You guys know how that system is set up? You know how they determine who they're going to put in the top ranking? One way is if it's been on there for about a month or so and it's selling, yes, it'll go up high. But what's the other way? What's the other way? Nope. So each seller has rankings. And if the seller's been on eBay for AliExpress for a long, long time, they have a better chance of ranking high for their products. Okay? But the other thing is this. The other thing is this. There are a lot of sellers out there who are new to AliExpress, and they have a lot of good stuff, and they don't get a chance to be ranked very high. Or there's a lot of stuff out there because these guys are not marketers in AliExpress. They're Chinese suppliers or manufacturers. They don't know how to market at all. So they may put a product, for example, I mean, I'm just going to throw this as an example, but this necklace here, this antique vintage necklace, right? This thing may be awesome seller if it's marketed right. But because it's not marketed, the Chinese suppliers are not good marketers, they put it up on AliExpress, no one notices it, and guess what happens? It keeps dropping. And no one knows it keeps dropping. So guys, what I would do here is, and this is hard, this is going to require you using a little bit of your own judgment and learning your marketplace, which is why earlier yesterday I did a webinar called Become the Market Master, and I explained to you all the research you need to do to understand your niche and really become the market master. Know your fucking niche, excuse my language, but really know it well. Then you have the ability to go into AliExpress, look deep, and make judgments on your own, based on your own eye, whether this might work or not. And that is where you find the real gold, because other people have not noticed it. This stuff is on page what? This stuff right here is on page. Look, okay, let's go to page 8. Stuff's on page 8. None of your competition is going to be on this page. I mean, okay, maybe 1 out of 100 will be, but most of them won't be. And this is where you're going to find the real winner, because you're going to own this for at least a month before anyone notices it. In a month, you can make a boatload of sales, especially with the scaling techniques I'm going to teach you guys in this course as we get into more detail. So let's take a look at this one. This item right here, right? I just got to ask myself, and I got to use my own judgment saying, is this something that will sell? Is this something that's got a chance? And is it something worth testing? Now, again, just like any other thing, this is a numbers game, and you got to test 10 products to find 1 or 2 winners. But the point is, you need to also use your judgment to determine which ones are a total waste of time, which ones got a chance. Like, for example, this one right here. This looks pretty plain to me. I don't think this will sell. This is my guess, and I don't think it'll sell. It might, maybe it will. It's a bracelet. It's got a plain little lens here. But this one, that's pretty intricate. That might sell. That looks pretty good, right? Although this chain here is pretty common. I'll be honest with you, this kind of thing in the photography niche is not unusual at all. So I know that because I know this niche. I used to work the photography niche, right? So by becoming the market master, you get to learn more about your niche, and you get to make this judgment. So this is number 1, dig deep, okay? So dig deep, okay? Right? Number 2, there's 3 techniques I'm going to teach you guys for dropshipping right now, okay? Number 2, so let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Let's go open up this one. First of all, is that clear on digging deep? Because I got 2 more techniques I want to show you guys for dropshipping research. Is that clear? Before I move into the two other techniques that are important. Technique number 1 is dig deep and use your own judgment. Okay, good. All right, cool. All right, technique number 2. I love this technique, and I don't know why people don't do this. And this is very simple, by the way. This is not hard. The third one I'm going to teach you is pretty ninja. All right. Where is the, here we go, where is the thing? There we go. More products, right here, more products. This is gold, guys. This is not some major secret here, but this is gold. Look at the more products. AliExpress will just start throwing some new ideas at you here at the bottom when you look at certain type of products. So if you want to look at the best sellers, fine. Go to the best sellers, but then look at the related products. The more products. Here is some serious gold. And again, your competition is not doing this. This is just about being a little bit better. And it makes a massive difference. Being a little bit better can make a massive difference, guys. So go to related products. Products. / more products. Okay? Look there, guys. This is where you'll find some serious gold. Let's take a look at this one. That's pretty cool looking. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. That is really, really cool. It's a UFO pendant, right? I haven't seen anything like this in the marketplace. Anything this unique. This is a seller, guys. I mean, I'm not 100%. I can't say 100%, but I would say this has got a pretty good chance of selling on Facebook with the right target. And guys, this came in through the related products. If I hadn't taken a look at the related products, I would have missed this. Let's go down, take a look at more of them. More products. Other ideas are coming up. Is that clear? And that's a pretty simple concept, but yeah, I don't see a lot of people talking about it. You can check our response via heart on the webinar. So, man, I'm not following you there, my buddy, my friend. Okay. Samir's asking a good question. Do you deal with suppliers that have a below diamond ranking? And the answer is absolutely yes. Because number 1 is I don't really trust the ranking system on AliExpress and eBay back when we were doing this. But like, keep in mind, I've been out of dropshipping for a while now, but this is back when I used to do it a lot. I don't trust their ranking system. I've had bad service from people with a diamond, and I've had good service from people not with diamond. Number 2, you have to be a supplier on AliExpress for a long time to be able to get those rankings. So sometimes some of these newer suppliers are even better. Number 3, And again, this is about being different. Everyone else in the marketplace is using just the diamond ones, right? So why not be different and try to get stuff from the other ones that are not diamond ranking, right? And if you're worried about their quality and their stuff, ask them to send you some samples, or go on the website and order yourself as a secret and have it sent to you. See what it comes like, right? First, I would test out the product. If it's working, go on there and make an order to yourself. Try to get it done a little faster shipping than you would normally send it, to make it sent to have it show up quicker so you can get a feel for that. The other thing I want to mention is, guys, always use ePacket with tracking. If you're using PayPal, you have to use tracking. You want faster shipping anyway, so always use ePacket or National Express. Don't use the economy shipping from China. It's a big mistake. No tracking, and it's slow, and also you can get you in trouble with eBay. Okay? Sorry, not with eBay, with PayPal. They don't like that at all. All right, now here is the third most ninja trick that I used for drop shipping. Who wants to know the most ninja trick ever? This is, guys, this is, I've never seen anyone else mention this ever, anywhere, and I picked up a lot of courses. Who wants to see this? All right, we'll go ahead and do it anyway. All right. Okay, here is a simple tool called a thesaurus. Okay, do you guys know what a thesaurus is? Because not everyone here is native English speaker, so I want to make sure you guys know what that is. Any questions what a thesaurus is? Okay, it's a dictionary, but it's a different type of dictionary. So what it does is it teaches you how to teaches you other words that are commonly used or could be used when you for one word. So, for example, the word bracelet. What other words could be used? Now, guys, think about this for a second. Are these manufacturers in China in general, because I know there's exceptions, but do they speak good English? Do they speak good English? Nope. How many of them you guys think are using translation app softwares to translate their product titles? That's right. 90% of them do. Well, guess what, guys? That means that they may not know which one is the right. So the translation app will often spit out different options for them, and they will choose something that's not the most common term. They may not know that the word bracelet is the right term or the necklace is the right term. So what I did is I would come in here and I would type in bracelet. And the thesaurus would spit out other options. Like, look at this. Brooklet. Oh, I misspelled bracelet. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. There we go. Here we go. So other options come up. Look at this. Wristlet. Let's take a look at that one. What if I search photography wristlet? Let's see if something comes up. Now, not all of these will come up, but a good number of them will. Photography wristlet. I've never even heard the term wristlet before, but apparently it's a synonym. It's a synonym. It's a similar word. Look at that, guys. Some stuff came up. Only one. Okay, that one's a bad example, but let's try to find another one. Bangle. Armband. Let's try armband. But one thing came up under wristlet. One thing. Okay, but again, that's a product that no one else knows about. This one thing might be a winner. In fact, let's take a look at it. Yeah, look at that. It's like a brace. It's like a bracelet, a fancy bracelet. Now, guys, this is not coming up under the word bracelet. So guess what? You have a original product, and it just takes one good product to make money in this business. One massive winner, guys. I had in 2015. I had a product that sold 17,000 units. Okay, that was a massive winner for us. So it takes one cool idea, and then you can make a lot of money. Okay, let's go ahead and try photography armband. Okay, one product idea came up. Let me type in necklace here and see what else comes up for necklace. Necklaces seems to be more terms. Okay, look at this. So we got choker, strand, locket, CarConnect. I don't know what the frick that is. Let's grab that and see what that is. CarConnect. See if I can tell. Photography CarConnect. Okay, some stuff came up. Now this may not be related to what we're looking for, but again, there's some winners. Okay, let's try one more and then we'll move on to a new topic. Let's try choker. Photography choker. Choker. Search. Okay, photography choker, no results. Search photography choker on eBay just to see what happens. Okay, some stuff came up on eBay. Okay, so we searched photography choker, and look, we got tons of products. We got products here, guys. And again, products and stuff people are not selling. Look, this one came on under choker. It's a necklace, but it's a choker necklace. And again, it's stuff that people are not selling this stuff. They're not noticing it. They're not searching deep. Okay, so the sites that I'm going to recommend are, as I said before, Etsy. Where are they? There you go. eBay, Etsy, and AliExpress. Okay, and dig deep. That is my research lesson for dropshipping. We're going to go into print on demand here in a second. Before we move on to the print on demand, I want to make sure there's no questions about dropshipping because we're going to change subject to print on demand now. Was that clear? Any questions about that? Because we're going to move on to print on demand now. Great. Who thought that last idea about the thesaurus was pretty cool? Ninja, yep. That is the ninja trick. In fact, that is how I found the one that sold 7,000 by using the thesaurus. I came up with a term that I didn't know for necklace, and it was there. And we sold 7,000 of that necklace before anyone even noticed that we were selling it. So it was beautiful. Okay. All right. Now, guys, let's talk about print on demand. And actually, print on demand is the method I recommend. And let me explain to you why. And I'll explain to you the advantages and disadvantages of POD. Okay? All right. So hold on. Let me change the order of my. Sorry. Let me change the order of this. Cut. Go up here. Okay. There we go. All right. So print on demand. Okay. What is print on demand in the first place? Print on demand is print on demand. So in other words, someone goes to your website, they make an order through a app connection. All the companies I'm going to recommend to you have a connection via Shopify's API, and they'll automatically process your orders for you. You literally have to do nothing. The order pings back to their store, to their supply center, right? Whatever it is, that they have got some sort of connection automated through the connection. They get the order information. They print out the product. They ship it to your customer. They send the tracking through your store. It's literally hands off. Okay, it's so much easier to fulfill than dropshipping, which requires a lot of manual labor. Okay, which is something I didn't add up to the top here as a disadvantage. Let me go ahead and add that right now. Disadvantage: manual labor involved. Manual labor in processing orders. Okay. So I should add that to the top of the disadvantage of dropshipping. Okay, so that's the beautiful part about print on demand. It's all automated. Okay, you do nothing. Okay, number two, the other thing that's automated. Number two, good quality. In general, obviously, unless you have a bad supplier, right? There's actually one out there. I'm not going to say the names. I don't want to get in trouble for libel, but there's a company out there I highly recommend against, but. Most cases, 95% of the cases, they're made in the United States companies, and these are good quality suppliers who deliver good quality, okay? And so, yeah, it's better, more consistent quality, faster shipping than China. Obviously, if you're going from Etsy, as I said in the upper thing as well. That solves that. But faster shipping, okay? So in general, you have a happier customer, okay? The disadvantages, guys, every single method has an advantage or disadvantage, right? Is more costly. There are exceptions, but in general, my profit margin per sale is less than dropshipping. Okay? Is that clear, guys? On the advantage and disadvantage of dropshipping. Any questions about that? I'm sorry, of POD. Good? Are we good on that? Okay. All right. That seems to be pretty clear. Okay. Now, there's some companies I'm going to recommend for POD here, and I'll talk about that in a second. There's Custom Cat, Printful, T-Launch, and we'll take a look at their websites. In fact, let's go on to one of them right now. I just want to let you guys know that a lot of people think POD is just about T-shirts, when that is absolutely not the case. I mean, stuff like I came off the top of my head without even looking at their sites: bags, tees, leggings, shirts, coasters, phone cases. If you go to my website, right, we'll go ahead and go to Last Beer Standing. Not a lot of you have seen it, but we'll go there and take a look at my site. 100% all print on demand, guys. Everything on my website is print on demand. Okay, I'm not dropshipping anything from China now anymore. Okay, so let's take a look at the product categories I have. I have bags, beer mugs and steins, so actually glass beer mugs and steins, coasters, doormats, hats, caps, jackets, ladies' tees and hoodies, necklaces, phone cases, socks, tees and hoodies. All of this print on demand. All of it print on demand. So, guys, if you think that you're limited in print on demand with type of products, that used to be the case. That was the case about a year ago. That there was a limited number of products, or a year and a half ago, there was a limited number of products that had with companies with a connection to Shopify with API that you could do print on demand. But now that's not the case at all. I mean, there's so many different products, and if there's a product out there that you want, guess what? These suppliers are very responsive. I have made many suggestions to my suppliers, and they have come up with it for me. It's taken some time. It doesn't happen overnight, but they make it happen. I mean, let's take a look at what Custom Cat has on their website. Let's see if they list all their products here. So you can find their list of the products. I have their app installed in my store. Let's see here, features. There we go. Doesn't list all their products. Okay, guys, they have a lot of products. They have some 350 types of products, right? A lot of them are shirts and T-shirts, but they have a lot of stuff. Okay, take a look at the Printful. We'll do one more. We'll take a look at one more. The Printful. These guys are good, by the way. Printful's another one I recommend. The Printful. There we go. Here we go. Let's see if they got their product list here. Products, shipping, how it works, quality, products and pricing. Beautiful, right there. Okay, so here, this is just the Printful. Shopify doesn't have, Custom Cat doesn't have all the products listed on their website. It's in their app. Okay, look at this. We got mug cups, we got hats, we got a wall art. Okay, we got bags, we got leggings, pillows, dresses, skirts, socks, and more, guys. I think you're getting the point here. And one of the things I want to say about print on demand, this is the most important thing, guys, is for success, mix it up. The days of selling just T-shirts on Facebook are over. In fact, I'll be honest with you guys, I have a hard time making good profit on T-shirts these days on Facebook. I do make profit on them, but it's hard, okay? We really have to have a nice winner. We had a great winner for St. Patrick's Day. We sold about 500 St. Patrick's Day shirts. It was a great green Irish shirt. That was a nice hit, but in general, it's harder to make it up for T-shirts these days. So what you want to do is have balance. Some T-shirts, but you also want to be searching and looking and testing other products, hats, bags. Push the envelope on the type of products you market. That's the key. Because t-shirts have been done on Facebook for 5 years now. 5 years. People on Facebook have been seeing t-shirts. So mix it up, guys. That's the first thing I want to say is mix it up. Different products. And then I come up with some. I'm going to give you a bunch of ways of coming up with some different ideas, but different products. Okay. But that's the first point I want to make. I want to make sure that that's clear. Any questions about what I've discovered so far? Because I'm going to go into really some details about how to come up with ideas, but I just want to make sure you're clear about this idea of mixing up products. Guys, feedback, please. Feedback. All clear to me? Good? Good? Okay. Which products would I recommend? Someone's asking. Well, for me right now, hats are really killing it on Facebook. Hats are doing really well. Depends largely on your niche, though. I mean, I've seen people have success with leggings these days. I've seen people having success with bags, jackets. One of the keys here is just to learn what will sell in your niche. And that brings me up to one of the recommendations, okay? Let's talk about how to get ideas, and this will bring me to one of the recommendations, okay? In fact, this was an idea that I was going to talk about later on, but since Jonathan asked that question, let's go ahead and dig in here. Amazon. We're going to Amazon. Okay. Amazon's great. What I love about Amazon is it gives me ideas. So I will come in here and I'll search beer, which is my niche, right? And literally I can start looking at what's selling on Amazon in my niche. And these different ideas will pop up in my head. Like, look, socks, right? Okay, good. A bottle opener. Maybe I could talk to my supplier and ask them if they can get bottle openers, right? Let's throw in a different niche. Mug cups, right? So hats. If it's ranking high in Amazon in your niche, there's a good chance there's a market for that. Let's give someone write their niche and what's your niche? Give me another niche idea. We'll go ahead and use your niche as an example. Vegan. Okay, vegan, beautiful. Let's type in vegan. I've never searched vegan, so I have no idea if this is going to be a good example or not. But it's going to be educational for me. Okay, books. Yeah, okay, obviously related to food. Okay, look, we have a vegan hat. Comes up pretty high. I guess vegans like to wear hats and advertise that they're vegan. Okay, a lot of this stuff is food because Amazon sells food. T-shirts. Okay, good. Let's take a look at the next page. See, the problem with vegan, though, is a little bit of a problem with vegan. That is, Amazon actually sells food. So maybe this is not the world's greatest example. Let's come up with another one. Any other ideas on the niche? The problem with vegan is Facebook. They actually sell food, so that's disturbing our search. Okay, cat. Good. Okay, cat. All right, we got cat food. Okay, that's the problem with Amazon. Look, shirts. Mug cups. Look at that. Mug cups come up. Socks come up. Guys, there are print-on-demand sock suppliers, and socks are one of the top things that comes up on Amazon. You think cat people like socks? These are pretty cute little print-on-demand socks. You could probably sell these. And they're readily available. So, more socks. Socks, mug cups. Guys, if you're in the cat niche and you're not trying to sell socks and mug cups, you're missing the boat here. And both of those can be done print on demand, and it's available now. You don't even have to ask your supplier. Okay? Let's see what else. Bags. Look at that. A woman's bag. So, guys, literally, in the cat niche, we just came up with mug cups, socks, and bags. They were in the top 2 pages on Google, right? Now all you have to do is go out and get your original idea, which I'm going to show you how to do here in a second, right? But get your original ideas, and then start selling socks, mug cups, and bags. You know what I mean? So this is one thing, because let's go back to my notes. Okay, so print on demand. One thing you want to do is you want to search Amazon. We're going to put this here instead. Amazon for product types. Make sure to get a little bit bigger print here. Product types that will sell. Okay, so Amazon is useful from that point of view. Okay, first of all, Amazon is useful from that point of view. Also, Amazon is useful from the point of view of coming up with ideas, right? Some of these will be specific ideas. For example, let's go ahead and search cat socks. Let's say I'm going to sell socks in the cat niche. Okay, here we go. Look at this. I mean, I can actually model this idea and come up with my own design. Or look at this one right here. Or this one. All these are ones that I can model. I can actually come up with my own design and my own style of this. Okay? So, you know, I can take this one. Look at that, a cat, right? How about I get my own image of a cat? I go buy a stock photo, and then I use that photo, right? I pay for the real rights to use it and come with our own, or you have a designer design it for you, right? All this is potentially items that you can sell, right? All this stuff is potentially items you can actually model. Now, I'm not saying rip it off, because don't rip it off. If you actually copy exactly, you can get in trouble for that. But you can actually come up with these, you can actually use these slogans, right? You can actually use these slogans, okay? Or these images and come up with your own ideas, right? Amazon is a gold mine for this, okay? Where else can you search for similar product ideas? Google image. Let's go to Google Images. Let's come with cat socks. Look at that. Cat socks. I mean, who thinks that some of these might be cute? Look at that one. That one's cute. Black with a little like cat with glasses. This is a great idea. So Google Images is another place you can search. So we've got two websites clearly we can search for actual real product ideas we can use right now. Okay? Another website that I'm going to recommend is Zazzle. Who's familiar with Zazzle? Who's heard of Zazzle? Yep. Zazzle's another great one. Okay, we come on to Zazzle.com. Okay? Since we've been doing socks, let's go ahead and jump in and do socks again. Okay? Cat socks. So look, some stuff came up. Now, not all this is related. These are not socks images, but some of these images could be useful on socks. Okay. All right. So let me show you another website here. I had on my list. Juanetto. Are you guys familiar with Juanetto? Who's familiar with Juanetto? Me. Good. Okay. Juanetto is a site that allows you to search products. It's like a Facebook for products. People list their products up here, and that's what it's designed for. And people who go to Juanetto are actually in the shopping mood. So you can find tons of interesting stuff on Juanetto. And what's really cool about Juanetto is this. What the heck? Cat. I'm having trouble typing here. Cat. Wow. Something's wrong here. Hold on. My typing's not working anymore. Oh, that's a phone number. Sorry, it's making me log in. Wow, it's making me log in. Let me try to log in. Sign in through Facebook. There we go. All right, good. All right. There we go. Let's type in cat socks. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So what's really cool about Juanetto, what I like about this is this. It shows you how many times it's been saved. This has been saved 4,396 times. Do you think that these cat socks are popular? It's been saved 4,000 times. Okay? Let's keep going here. Look at that. 3,500 times. This one, 272. 445. So, guys, the thing that's beautiful about Juanetto is you can come in here, you can find out how many times it's been saved. Right. So if someone comes in there and they save it to their shopping cart or to their box, something they're interested in buying now or in the future. This one has been saved 4,070 times. right? Do you think these socks have a chance of being a seller if they've been saved 4,000 times? So, yeah, guys, this is another great way to find winning products. Another method that I'm going to teach you guys, I'm going to show you guys right now, since we're talking about finding individual products, and that is called Google Deep Mining, okay? This is very similar to the eBay Go Deep strategy I told you before, but we'll go ahead and type in cat socks. Okay? Tons of websites come up here. Look at this. This is website after website after website. And again, what is most of your competition doing? They're looking at page 1, maybe page 2 on Google. Why not go to page 5 and start looking here? Some of these websites are great. They have good stuff. They're not good marketers and they're not selling well, which is why they're on page 5 on Google, but that doesn't mean that they don't have good products that you can model, right? Cat socks for tables and chairs. Let's take a look at this website. Let's see what we got here. Look at this. They got some stuff here. Look at this. Some of this stuff is pretty cool. Right there. Cat socks. See? More socks, right? Now some of these may or may not be good, but the point is, by digging deep in Google, by going deeper than what everyone else is looking, you can find some interesting stuff. Striped cat socks, animal rescue site. Let's take a look at this site. Guys, this site was on page 5 in Google. Those are some good-looking socks. I mean, that's cute. I mean, I wouldn't wear them, but I can see, especially a woman wanting to wear these. You know, she's cute little socks for her kid or for herself. And look at this. There's other stuff here. I love cat and dogs. Look at this. Mug idea. Necklace idea. Another mug idea. Okay, so this is what I just taught you now is straight out research for type of product. Okay, there's a lot more material, guys, but let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's review this again. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go on to Amazon. You want to learn what types of products will sell. You can look on Zazzle. You can look on Juanero. You can do Google Deep Mining. Deep mining. You can do Google Images. Just these alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 methods alone will allow you to find great products for your niche. And this is searching directly for products. This is not like trying to come up with ideas, right? This is basically saying, look, I'm going to look for product types I think will sell. I'm going to change that and model it. I'm not going to steal the design outright, and then use it for myself. This alone, right here, these methods alone should allow you to create thousands of products or hundreds of products that can be good. Is that clear? Any thoughts on that? Because we're going to move into how to come up with some more ideas, but I want to make sure you guys are clear on that. That's what I was going to get into. I was going to get into that next. Mark just asked, how do you feel about copying text from other shirts and making your own design? I'm going to talk about that in the next very next section, because we're going to talk about how to come up with your own ideas, like slogans for shirts, bags, hats, or whatever. That's the next thing we're covering, and like literally in 1 minute. I just want to make sure this first was direct product research, how to do something, right? Any questions regarding that? Okay, cool. Now next we're going to come up with the idea of how to come up with ideas for slogans for shirts. Okay, so this is, let's see here. Write this down here. Slogans. How to search to find slogans for shirts, bags, caps, etc. Right? So this is all about how can you find slogans, right, that you can use on shirts, bags, caps, whatever. Well, first of all what I just said up here actually applies. I could come in here and go on to Amazon and go. There's other methods I'm going to show you here, but since we already taught you this, let's go ahead and do this first. Cat shirt, cat t-shirt. Okay. All right, beautiful. So these are some all over print ones, but let's see if we can find one with a slogan here. Okay, I like cats and coffee. Okay, probably will not sell on Facebook well because it's not very original or very funny or very interesting, but it's still a good example. Okay, so you could come here and you could take this idea, and this covers Mark's question. Is it okay to take this slogan and use it on a shirt? Absolutely, it's completely legal and there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Right? People do it to me all the time. Okay, now what is wrong and what's absolutely wrong is if this design, I have people who steal my design, my exact artwork. In fact, just recently we had to reach out to someone and who modeled one of my hats, and they took the exact artwork. I mean, the artwork was almost identical. There was like one little tiny little tweak, and I just said to him, no. I mean, sorry, please. I was very polite about it, but please take that down. If you want to do that, come up with your own original artwork, and then I won't say anything. And he said, oh, okay, all right, fine. But you know, I was very polite about it and worked out fine. I didn't have to get nasty. But stealing the artwork is absolutely wrong. Okay, but using the same slogan or expression is totally okay. Now, unless it's trademarked. Now, there's a site you can check on that. This one, trademarkia.com. Okay, you can go to trademarkia.com, and you can come up. You can search slogans and see if it's trademarked. Okay. Like for example, one expression in my niche that I see a lot of people selling, and I won't sell because I know for a fact it's against the rules, is the expression beer me. Okay? Beer me is trademarked. Okay? It's a brand, right? So even though a lot of my competitors are selling that, I'm not selling it. Let's see if I can find it. It's right there. Advertising, say beer me. What was their thing? Maybe they lost the trademark. But last time I checked was about a year ago. Okay, maybe. Oh, here we go. It's there. It's there. Look, there it is. Beer me, clothing, footwear, headgear. Okay, so these guys have trademarked this. Okay, it's their legitimate business. Okay, so clearly I can't use that, right? And a lot of people are using it, and they're at risk of being sued by these guys. Okay, so I think that before I get into how to find original ideas, if you could just come out and straight out search these websites, the ones that we just said before. You can come on all these websites. You can go to Amazon, Zazzle, Juanetto, Google Deep Mining, Pinterest. So for example, I could come into Google. Let's go back to Google. And I could go cat t-shirt. And again, I strongly recommend Google Deep Mining, okay? Because everyone else is searching on page 1, 2, and 3. Come down here and go to page 9. Some random website of a guy who doesn't even know how to market, which is why he's on page 9, he could have some great stuff. He really could. So let's take a look at this. T-shirts, Arctic Cat Inc. Let's take a look at this one. Sure enough, this site that was on page 9, Arctic Cat, he's got t-shirts, right? And some of this might be good. 104 cat. I have no idea what this means, but if you're in the cat niche, this could be great. Maybe it is. I mean, I don't know what this means, but okay. So all these sites are a great way to find directly products that are currently active being sold in your products, expressions and slogans. And I actually recommend you start this way if you're new in the niche. Okay? I recommend you start this way. Okay, here's why. Now, my ultimate goal, guys, is to find original products. Okay? And I'm going to teach you guys how to do that right now. I mean, in this webinar towards the end. But start by looking for existing products like shirts. Shirts, bags, tees, etc. Okay? Caps. Okay. Now, let me explain to you why I recommend starting off when you first do a niche, looking for stuff that's currently existing. Can anyone guess? I mean, I just told you the ultimate goal is to reach a point where you know your niche so well you can come up with your own ideas, right? And I'm going to teach you how to do original ideas here. This is a process I'm walking through. Next, I'm going to teach you how to do get slogans, right? Make up your own slogans or use memes to find slogans. But I'm recommending first, step one, go after existing products that exist in your niche. Step two, go after quotes and stuff, which I'm going to teach you here in a second. And then step three, come up with original ideas, right? Why do you think I would say start with researching existing products in your niche and starting to use them? Why do you think I would suggest that? Any ideas? Why? Why not just go for original ideas immediately? For experience. Exactly. Okay. It's really hard to come up with winning ideas in your niche if you don't know well, you don't intimately know your niche and knows what sells. One of the first things I did with the beer niche is I went into all my competitor sites and I dug deep through all of them. And some of the first things that we launched were products that we just took the idea from them and we made our own design and sold it, right? But by doing that, I really knew what was selling on my competitors' sites. I really knew that. And that allowed me to have that knowledge and experience to now to come up with our original ideas. Okay? So this is step one. Step one when you first go to niches, just go after and learn what's actually working now. Whether it be t-shirt, bag, hat, or whatever, right? Step two is what I'm going to teach you right now. And then step three is finding your own original ideas. Okay, so let's go on to step two. Okay. And this is where other sites like Pinterest, Instagram, Google Images, we'll get rid of Google Deep Mining for now. Facebook really come in handy. Okay? And that is this, searching out ideas. Okay? There's so many things you can search for. Niche quotes, niche memes, niche slogans, niche signs, niche funny slogans, memes, signs, quotes. Okay, so let's go on to Pinterest. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're not looking for existing t-shirt products. We're looking for slogans or memes or funny stuff that we can put on shirt, right? So what we're going to come in here, we're just put some example. Let's put funny cat slogan, since we're using cats right now. All right, look at that. Okay, my kids have paws. That's actually pretty funny. I mean, to be honest, that's pretty funny. I think that's funny. And that is potentially a winner. Now, you want to sort of pay attention to the pins. This one's only got 17 pins, so that may mean it's not popular. But guys, don't get so hung up on the pins, okay? Don't get so hung up. If you believe that that's funny and you want to try it, even though it doesn't got a lot of pins, then by all means, give it a shot. By all means, give it a shot. Okay, but look at this one right here. 3.4 million pins. It says, no, I'm not coming out until Monday is over. So it's a cat hiding underneath the you could actually turn this into a shirt. I mean, take some fancy design, but that could be a shirt here. Okay? Oh my God, the dog farted. Let me out, let me out. Okay, maybe or maybe not, I don't know. But the point is you can come in here and find these different slogans, right? They're all over here, okay? You can do the same thing on Google. Google Images. So we'll type in funny cat slogans. By the way, don't get stuck on funny. You could do different terms. Crazy, humorous, interesting. There's different terms, okay? So actually, I recommend you play around with that. In fact, you know what I'm going to do right now. We'll just do interesting. cat slogans. Okay? All right. Look at this. I came up with, I mean, tons of different stuff here that could be potentially slogans for a shirt. Okay, look at this. Let's see if we can find one that looks interesting. Human, I request your assistance, right? That's pretty funny. You could put an image of a cat with the hanger, right, and look for help, right? That could be an interesting slogan. See what else? Let's go ahead and find one more. Let's see here. Let's try to find one more here. See if we can try to find one more here. I'm trying to find. I'm not a particular cat expert. I don't know this niche very good. It's Cat Saturday. I don't know. Maybe that would be funny for cat lovers. I don't know. This is not my niche. So let me go ahead and actually do something in my niche so I can give you guys a better example. Type it crazy beer slogans. Okay. Interesting beer slogans. Or memes. Type in memes. Okay? Let me go with a niche that I know a little bit better so I can come up with a better example. Okay, guys? Now this is easy for me. Okay? So, for example, this one right here. This would be funny. This is a great shirt idea. I only drink on 2 occasions, when I'm thirsty and when I'm not. Right? Who thinks that would sell on a shirt? Who thinks that could sell on a shirt or a hat or a bag or a cap? Do one for vegan. Okay, someone's requesting vegan. I'll do one for vegan. So first, what I'm doing here is we look for a slogan like a meme. So you look for quote memes. So I wrote this all down here. Let me show them my file here. Sorry. The first thing we do is we look for a funny like meme, quote, slogan, sign, something of that nature. Then we get it designed. Okay. As far as how to get it designed, I'm going to make a video about how to find designers. I'm going to add that to the outline of the course. Forgot to add that, but we'll do that. Make a video on how to add designers. So I'll get that out over the next day or two. How to find designers. Okay, so that's a key element. But the point is, these slogans, any of these slogans. For example, look at this one. What if you're in the Spanish market? Keep calm and sacha la cerveza. Well, if I'm targeting beer lovers that speak Spanish, that could be a good one, right? Someone asked me to do a vegan example, so we're going to do a vegan example. Okay, so funny vegan memes. Okay, let's see here. Told them I'm a vegan. They made a bacon joke. Let's see. Okay, I don't think that one would sell because it's anti-vegan thing. Let me try that again. Sorry about that. I've never done vegan, so this is new to me. This is actually interesting. Funny vegan memes. Okay, here we go. You're vegan. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of struggling to come up with them for vegan. So obviously, if you're going to have to do a little bit of digging, Samir, if you're in the vegan niche. Become a vegan because of ethical reasons. Lost weight because of eating less crap. That actually, you know what? That one right there, I like that. That to me is funny. Became a vegan because of ethical reasons. Losing weight because of I'm eating less crap. That is actually funny. So the person is saying this expression is saying, look, I became vegan because I'm against eating animals, but then actually now I'm getting healthier and less, skinnier because I'm not eating all the crap anymore. That could be a potential shirt. So that was a live example. I've never done any research in the vegan niche, and that was one example I just came up with, right, just literally on this webinar because of Samir's suggestion. Is that clear, guys, on how you want to come in here? That's a good question. Mark, let me answer that here in a second. Let me finish. Let me summarize what I was saying. You want to come here and you want to search niche quotes, niche memes, niche slogans, funny slogans, memes, quotes, expressions. You might want to try interesting, niche, quotes, memes. Mix up the words. Okay? Mix up the words. Okay. Now, mix up the words. Okay? So you could try crazy, for example, or sexy, for example. Right? Mix up the words. Okay? This is about trying to find interesting slogans that already exist and use them on your shirts, hats, and bags. And this is a great way, okay? And this is better than actually just going for winning t-shirt ideas because you have a better chance of coming with something original. But again, most of your competition is doing this, okay? So what most of your competition is doing is looking for slogans, memes, and quotes, and looking for existing t-shirts and bags. And that's fine, and I recommend you do that. But again, for the reason that, look, you need to know your niche intimately. One of the keys to success I've had in the beer niche is I know the beer niche so well. I've spent so much time on looking at Google Images, and I know the memes and quotes, and I mean, I know this stuff, okay? That allows me to go to the next step, which I'm about to teach you guys, which is original ideas, okay? But, so do this process. Start off looking for existing products. Next, start off looking for existing interesting quotes that you can use and test that out. Then move to the third and final step, which is original ideas. That's the process you want to go through. You want to become a niche master, all right? But let me answer Mark's question. He asked a good question. How does Facebook feel about rude text and stuff on products? Well, take a look at my stuff. Take a look at my stuff. Guys, I have one of the most offensive websites, last beer standing, on Facebook, and we sell all the time, and Facebook doesn't shut down our ads. You have to be careful. There's a little bit of a line. You can't go too far. Like the word fuck, for example, is definitely no-no. A sex image is definitely no-no, but nasty jokes related to sex and beer are I'm totally getting away with that. Limited bad language, it's fine. The word titties, yeah, we're selling the word titties. For some reason, titties is okay. So it's a little bit of a testing of tweaking and testing and see what works. Every time we launch a new product with a new slogan, we launch one ad to see if it gets approved. Some don't. We never got anything approved with the word fuck, but we got approved with the word titty. Okay, so yeah, it's a question of learning your market, learning what Facebook will allow, and testing that. Okay, so what I suggest when you launch that kind of stuff is that you run one $5 ad just to see if it gets approved. If it does, then you can start launching more. Okay. All right. So that answers your question. Someone asked another one. Any example of niche signs? Okay, fine. I'll do niche sign here. Then we'll get into the original ideas. Okay. Let's see here. Beer signs. Funny beer signs. Beer signs. Funny beer signs. Okay. Now somebody, look at this. So here's some signs. But look at this. Here is a sign. This beer tastes like I'm not going to work tomorrow. Someone put this on a sign. This could be a great shirt. In fact, I've actually, to be honest, I've done this already on a shirt. Guys, I'm going to pause this for just 1 second here. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, so that was an example of a sign. And literally, I have done that before. So you just search signs, and there's tons of signs. Look at this, here's another one. Tonight's special. Nothing is on special. You're not special, okay? That's probably not a good idea for a shirt, but the point is, it's an example of another sign. Let's try to find one more. Ice cold coffee game on fleek. Okay, that's not funny. But anyway, the point is you can come here and look for signs. Here's another sign. I only drink beer on days end and why. That has actually been a shirt that I've seen over and over and over again. So people do that. So that's an example of signs. Is that clear, Arf? Beautiful. Okay, is that clear? All right, now, if that's clear, we're going to go for the third part of this process, and that is, this is the creme of the creme, guys. This is where, okay, don't get me wrong, you could have massive success with an existing idea or existing image or something like that, or existing quote, right? But, and it does happen, but in general, I think most of your big winners will come from this. Original ideas, okay? And this is harder, by far. This is a lot harder. Go for original ideas, okay? Now, there are some things that you can do for this. One actually is this way, very simple this way. Brainstorm. Next time you're talking to one of your friends, just start talking about it and come up with ideas. Just start saying, hey, let's come up with cat shirt ideas. Let's come up with beer shirt ideas. Let's just sit here and talk about this, and you would be surprised. And if you know your niche and you know what sells, you can actually come up with some ideas on your own, right? You don't necessarily, have to depend on any crutches. You could use your own creativity, which is another reason why you want to learn your niche. You want to be able to come up with ideas on your own, right? But here's some other ideas, right? And I love this. I will come in here and I will go, for example, funny American Pride shirts, T-shirts, funny American Pride T-shirts. Okay, guys, what niche am I in? What niche am I in? I say this over and over again. I've been kind of fun. What niche am I in, guys? What niche am I in? The beer niche, right? But what did I just search? Funny American Pride T-shirts. Anyone guess where I'm going with this? That's right. This is just one example. I do this in the cat niche. I do this in the dog niche. I do this in. I was coming in searching funny T. I was coming in search funny T-shirts. Right. Exactly. I'm coming here and I'm figuring out how I can potentially use one of these for a shirt. So, for example, let me see if I can come up with something. Let's see if I can come up with something here. I mean, this is a great example, but not a great example. But America, and then they got the F, and I got the here. Yeah, I could put a picture of a beer here over the flag, and I could put, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something here. America. I don't know. That one's not working. That one's not working for me. Okay, to be honest, that one's not working for me. But the point is, try to come in here and try to find something that can be twisted for your niche. That's really a key thing. This is how you can actually find massive winners because it's new and it's original. See here. Can't hear you all over this freedom. Okay, this one. Can't hear you all over this freedom. How do I say I can't hear you? I'm too busy drinking beer and enjoying my freedom and have it in red, white, and blue. So that one, I just actually created a shirt idea. Can't hear you. So I have the whole thing in red, white, and blue text, like American Pride. I can't hear you. I'm too busy drinking beer and enjoying my freedom. Bang. I just took an idea that was not even in my niche, and I turned it into a niche idea. Okay? Who thinks that's pretty cool? Who thinks that's pretty cool? Yeah, he said a beer mugger over the word fuck. Yep, I can do that, right? Here's another idea. Here's another thing. One of my, I sell a lot of offensive stuff, guys. You don't have to sell offensive stuff. These methods work in the Christian niche. I have a Christian niche guy who's done really, really well, okay? So he obviously he's doing inspirational and love and God type stuff, right? But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and do my niche, right? Offensive T-shirts. Some of my best sellers have come from searching offensive T-shirts. And I come in here, and I'm just looking at these offensive shirts. They have nothing to do with my niche. And I'll tell you one. Here's one we actually adopted. We made a beer mug that said we didn't use the word F word because we know it won't get approved on Facebook. But we took this expression, we put it on a beer mug, and it says I bang on the first date. We actually have this beer mug on our store. So we took this very expression. I remember doing this. Took this very expression. We changed the word a little bit. We put it on a beer mug. We have a T-shirt now that says, I bang and drink beer on the first date. So literally taking this idea, someone else's idea, and then twisting it to mine. Okay? Now, you can do the same thing with offensive slogans or funny slogans or inspirational slogans. We're so much on the offensive side. Let's go ahead and take a look and take an inspirational one. So we just get a little more positive here. Inspirational quotes. Inspirational quotes. Here we go. Okay? So, I don't know. I mean, it depends on your niche. But let's just talk about the Christian niche so we can just, so it doesn't sound like we're just going for offensive stuff. Okay, look at this. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't bring you closer to God. I just made this example off the top of my head. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't bring you closer to God. Okay? So again, taking an inspirational quote and changing it to something Christian. Okay? This is a great method, guys. So look for quotes, memes, other shirt ideas unrelated to your niche and twist them and make them work for your niche. This, or brainstorm for your ideas. These methods is where you're going to really, really find massive winners. Okay? That is where you're going to find them because they're original. All right, guys, we've been going for 90 minutes. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of content to be covered in the course throughout this entire beta build-up over the next 2 months. But that's it for this particular webinar, unless you have any questions. Mark asked a very good question, and I answered this in the video that I put in the group today, like earlier last week, or later last week, when I said about choosing a niche. He asked, should I dive into a niche because that's profitable I'm not passionate about? The answer is you can do that if you want to. I don't recommend it. And I know people who do that and make it work, but as you can see from what I'm teaching here and the fact that you got to post content, it's really difficult to have success in a niche that you don't know or are passionate about because of all the time and the effort you need to be involved in. So I think it's better to have a niche that you want to work in. Okay. The replay will be up in a couple hours. Design ideas. Yes, I will publish a video here on how to get designs done shortly. Okay. Somebody's asking if I recommend spy tools. I'm not really a big fan of those spy tools because it's very similar to watch count for dropshipping. They tend to pull out the same results. So everyone who's using the spy tool gets the same results, and then you end up jumping into competition with everyone else. I like to do it the old-fashioned, I don't know, way that you just dig in, get your feet wet, roll up your sleeves, and dig in just like I just mentioned. Right, all on this webinar in great detail. So yeah, you can use those spy tools, but keep in mind everyone else is using the same spy tool as you, and they're probably getting the exact same results. So you're just swimming in the pool of everyone else, which I think is a recipe for not having success. Cool. All right. Any other questions? If there's no more questions. How do we go about organizing images and designs? I'm not really following the question, Samir. I'm sorry. As far as testing, that's something that we're going to talk about in the ads, and I'm going to start making those videos this week. Actually, ads videos are coming out this week. Testing designs can be costly, which is why you want to keep your budgets low for testing, but we'll talk about that. That's one of the first videos I'm going to make on the ads, is how to run test ads. Okay? All right, guys. That's it for this webinar. Now, let me stop the recording. I have